Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talk Palena. Hi, everyone.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Lena. How are you today, Paul? Before we get started, we want to remind everyone to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss an episode.
And if you could leave a like or share this episode with a friend, it would really help our podcast grow. We appreciate your support. I'm doing great, Leanna. I had a really nice walk this morning. The weather is beautiful.
Wow, that sounds lovely. A good start to the day.
Yes, welcome. So, Leanna, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're talking about our daily routines.
Daily routines. Okay, like what we do every day?
Exactly, from waking up in the morning to going to bed at night. It's a great topic for practicing everyday English.
That sounds good. Our days are all a little different, so it should be interesting.
So let's start with the morning. Paul, what time do you usually wake up?
The first question is a tough one. I am not a morning person.
Really? I kind of am.
Well, my alarm rings at 7:30 in the morning.
7:30, okay.
But I don't get up at 7:30. I press the snooze button.
The snooze button. How many times do you press it?
Maybe 2 or 3 times, so I finally get out of bed around 8 o'clock.
So you like a slow start to your day.
Exactly. A very slow start. What about you, Leanna? You said you are a morning person.
I am. I wake up at 6 o'clock every morning.
6 o'clock? Wow, that is early. What makes you enjoy waking up so early?
I know, but I like it. I feel like I have more time in the day. I don't use the snooze button, I just get up. Well, I love the quiet of the early morning. The world is still asleep, and it feels like a very peaceful and calm time. It gives me a slow, gentle start to the day before all the noise and busyness begins.
I'm impressed. So what's the first thing you do when you get up?
I usually start my day with a glass of water. Then I do some exercise, maybe 20 minutes of yoga or a short walk outside.
Exercise in the morning. You are very energetic.
It helps me wake up. What about you? After you finally get out of bed, what do?
The first thing for me is coffee. I must have coffee. I go straight to the kitchen and make a big cup.
A big cup of coffee is essential for many people. How do you take your coffee? Coffee is very important. I drink coffee too, but after my exercise.
Right. Then I'll check my phone, look at the news or my messages. Then I take a shower and get dressed.
That sounds like a pretty standard morning routine. What do you eat for breakfast?
I don't eat a big breakfast, usually just a piece of toast or a banana, something quick and easy.
That makes sense if you're not a morning person. I like to have a big breakfast. I usually have eggs and some fruit.
Eggs and fruit, very healthy. So our mornings are very different.
They are. So after breakfast, what's next? Do you go to work?
Yes, I start work at 9 o'clock. I work from home most days, so my commute is very short, just to my desk.
Working from home is nice. I also work from home sometimes. How do you start your workday?
I sit down, turn on my computer, and I always check my emails first.
Me too. It's the first thing I do.
After emails, I look at my calendar. I see what meetings I have. Then I make a to-do list for the day.
A to-do list is a great idea. It helps you stay organized. I do the same thing. I write down the 3 most important tasks for the day.
Right. It feels good to check things off the list. What kind of work do you do, Leanna?
I'm a graphic designer, so I spend most of my day creating designs on my computer. I have some meetings, but I also have a lot of quiet, focused time.
That sounds creative. My work is more about talking to people. I'm in sales, so I have a lot of phone calls and video meetings.
Oh, so your day is probably quite busy with talking.
Yes, it can be. I usually work for a few hours, then take a short break. I'll stand up, walk around, maybe get some more coffee.
Taking breaks is so important, especially when you work at a desk. I do that too. Every hour, I try to stand up and stretch for a few minutes. It really does. You know, working from home has its pros and cons, doesn't it? That's a good tip. It can be hard to stay motivated when you work from home. Do you have any other tricks?
It really helps. Okay, so after a busy morning of work, it's time for lunch. What do you usually do for lunch, Lena?
I always stop work at 1 p.m. for lunch. I like to cook something simple, maybe a big salad or some soup.
You cook your lunch every day?
Most days, yes, I enjoy it. It's a nice break from my computer screen. What about you, Paul? Do you make your own lunch?
Sometimes, but I often ate leftovers from the dinner I had the night before.
Leftovers are great, easy, and fast.
Exactly. Or if I'm very busy, I might just have a sandwich. I try to take a full hour for lunch to relax before the afternoon.
That's a good idea. Do you step away from your desk? I find it helps me to eat in a different room. That's a good habit. Do you ever feel sleepy in the afternoon after lunch?
Oh yes, the afternoon slump. Around 3 p.m., I sometimes feel very tired.
Me too. That's when I have my second cup of coffee.
Yes, another coffee often helps. Or sometimes I go for a very short 5-minute walk outside, just to get some fresh air.
That's a great idea. So, when do you usually finish work?
I try to finish around 5 or 5:30. I like to have a clear end to my workday. I close my laptop and then my work is done.
That's smart. It's important to separate work time and personal time. I finish around 5 o'clock too.
So what do you usually do after work? How do you relax?
Well, in the evening, I like to relax. The first thing I do is change into comfortable clothes.
Yes, that's a great feeling.
It is. Then I'll start thinking about dinner. I enjoy cooking, so I usually cook a nice meal. I might listen to music or a podcast while I cook.
That sounds very relaxing. What about after dinner?
After dinner, I like to read a book, or maybe I'll watch a TV show or a movie with my family. Something quiet. How about you, Paul? What's your evening like?
My evenings are a bit more social sometimes. A few times a week, I like to meet up with friends.
Oh, that's nice. What do you do?
We might go out for dinner or just for a walk in the park. If I stay home, I like to play video games online with my friends.
That sounds fun. It's a different way to relax.
It is, and on other nights, I do something similar to you. Watch a movie or read. I try not to work in the evening.
That's a very good rule. So, the end of the day, what time do you usually go to sleep?
I try to be in bed by 11:30, but I usually read for a little while, so I fall asleep around midnight.
Midnight. That makes sense if you wake up later. Since I wake up at 6, I go to bed much earlier. I'm usually asleep by 10 o'clock.
Wow, 10 o'clock. That's discipline.
Well, I need my 8 hours of sleep.
It's interesting how different our days are, but also how some things are similar, like making a to-do list or taking breaks.
Yes, everyone has their own rhythm. So, we've talked a lot about our days.
But before we go, let's talk about weekends. Our weekends are probably a bit different from our weekdays.
Definitely. I try to relax more on weekends. I don't set an alarm, so I usually wake up a little later, maybe around 8:30 or 9.
That sounds nice. I wake up later too. On weekends, I don't drink coffee right away. I often make a big breakfast, like pancakes or omelets. It's a nice change from my quick weekday breakfast.
That sounds delicious. I love pancakes. My weekends are for hobbies. I spend a lot of time in my garden if the weather is nice, or I might go for a long bike ride.
That sounds relaxing. On weekends, I try to get out of the city. I might go hiking in the mountains or visit a small town nearby. I like to explore new places. Now it's your turn, listeners. We have a question for you.
That's right. The question is, what time do you wake up? Try to say your answer out loud right now.
You can say, for example, I wake up at 7 o'clock.
And here's another question for you. What do you usually eat for breakfast? For example, I usually have eggs and some fruit. Great job. It's good to practice speaking, even if you are alone.
That was fun, Lena, talking about our routines.
I agree. So today we talked about our mornings, our work days, our lunches, and our evenings.
We learned some useful phrases like, I usually start my day with, or in the evening I like to.
We hope this was helpful for you. A great way to practice is to try and describe your own daily routine in English. You can write it down or say it out loud.
Yes, practice is the most important thing.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for listening to Talk Palena.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.